welcome y'all.
Hey, Chandler.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. I was nervous. I was going to say the wrong thing. I always forget.
What do you think the opening should be?
Oh, no, it should be welcome y'all, but like, you know, it could
Howdy,
be howdy guys.
Howdy,
What's up, people?
Howdy, partner.
Yeah.
Like we're from Texas.
Yep.
Yeehaw. Well, who's with us today? Kirsten.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm good. We're going to do something different today.
Okay.
Because I didn't have access to my computer this week. So I could not really do research.
So we're guinea pigging it.
I've done this before.
Have you?
I have. I call it winging it.
All right.
So that's kind of what we're doing. But before we start winging it, Chandler, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Twisted Tea.
What flavor?
It's a good question. I think it's peach. Peach.
You're making a very yucky face.
I do not like the peach. I don't like Twisted Tea, but I don't like peach even more.
I think I would love Twisted Tea, but citrus just dries my mouth out. You know, like that
little cotton mouth.
That whole little bit of lemon in it or whatever. I love tea, but I love it with lemon squeezed in it too, but
I don't like tea. I thought I was drinking tea one time and I picked it up and took a drink of it. It was my dad's dip cup.
Ew.
So I don't do tea anymore.
Oh man. Fuck. Dude, I think that happened to somebody.
Good.
Zach had a dip.
Yeah,
like,
and Dalton drank out of it.
Yes. Yeah. He had it in a beer can, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bro.
awful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. So I don't do tea.
I mean, you're not supposed to swallow your dip juice. So I'm sure swallowing someone else's is twice as bad as swallowing your own dip
like
juice.
Thick and
Fucking. Oh my God.
You know, I got to come in with the nasty.
Did I even ask you what you were drinking at this point? Jesus. What is it?
I'm drinking. I'd never seen these before. Strawberry Neutral.
Strawberry Neutral.
They're mid.
Does that mean
Like,
they're okay?
right, yeah.
Nothing special.
Nothing special.
Hey, girl.
I think we should have a episode where you just learn like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, like lingo.
So
I'd be good at that.
Feel free to mix that. Do you have some off the top of your head? And you can mix them in today throughout the show because, like I said, this is winging it, y'all. You're going to get what you get out of this episode because I am bringing you an episode. It is...
Be happy you get an episode.
Well, I'm not trying to say that, but I'm bringing y'all an episode and we're going to probably be cutting up quite a bit on this one.
Down
so
for that.
I'll try to think of some.
Okay.
If I think of
Just
some.
slide them in there and see what her face looks like. Make sure you have the camera on her whenever you say them too.
Fucking, let me fall asleep.
What the fuck?
Let me just start snoring and get that on camera. Okay, so I want to show the listeners, we're on YouTube, y'all. So if you want to see this is a book.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That's really cool.
It's called Serial Killer Quote of the Day, 365 Days of Serial Killers Uncut and in Their Own Words by Johnny Trevisani.
That's like you got to really know somebody to give that book as a gift.
Well, someone gave it to me and bless their heart. I don't
like it.
remember who did, but what I'm going to have y'all do, because it's literally written.
That's badass.
April 1st.
Yeah.
May 22nd.
Cool.
You know, whatever. So I'm going to have y'all pick dates.
It's a big book.
It is.
We're not going through all of these.
No, I know, but like to have that many quotes.
365 days worth of quotes.
There's way more serial killers than that.
But but listen, there are a lot of duplicates inside. Like Ted Bundy could be on 5 different days.
So they just pulled a bunch of his quotes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But he, they're not going to put.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
like the whole month of Ted Bundy.
Speaking of Ted Bundy, he's on the front. That's John Wayne Gacy right there.
Gacy boy.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Ed Kemper.
Is that the one that the new Monster series is coming out about?
I do not know about the new Monster series.
It's how they did the Menendez and they did Dahmer and Bundy. So now they're doing one that, did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
No, I did not. Harold did.
No.
Anyway, the lead guy is playing him.
Kemper.
I'm pretty sure.
So we've talked about this before on the podcast. Like if I had to pick my favorite serial killer, it's Ed Kemper.
Really?
Yes, he's my favorite.
I know nothing about him.
We did an episode, it might have been a 2-parter on Ed Kemper.
Huh.
Like the reason why I like him so much is because did you watch Mindhunter?
Yes.
Okay.
That was really good.
Do you remember the big guy that they went to interview and he was really huge, tall?
Yeah.
He was the first one that started talking to them about his killings and stuff. Like he was just very cordial and calm and nice to them. They brought him pizza.
Yes.
Okay. That's Ed Kemper.
Okay.
Obviously not him in real life.
Right.
But I was like, oh, he just seems like somebody cool to hang out with. Like not like he chopped his mom's head off.
Right.
Fucked her throat hole or whatever the fuck it was, her neck hole. Okay, last one is Son of Sam. Oh God, on the spot here, David Berkowitz. So
there you go.
That's the guys that are on the front. There's some chopped up pictures on the back.
That's really cool.
I'm sure you can get this book on Amazon. It's very interesting. It does not give you. It doesn't really. Oh yeah, it does. It has fun facts with it.
Cool.
All right, so. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Chandler.
Yes.
Pick a date in time. Any day of the year.
Let's go with October 31st.
Oh,
that's
Halloween.
a pretty good one.
Let's see here.
Halloweeny.
So, do I need to write down what days we read so that we don't pick duplicates, or will we remember?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay, so 10/31. This one is Ed Gein. His nickname was the Mad Butcher.
Okay.
He had 2 or more killings. I'm assuming they don't know the exact number, but they at least know 2. Location, Wisconsin. He was active during 1954 and 1957. Fun fact, when police initially searched his home, they found 9 human vulva in a shoebox.
What?
Isn't that vulva? What's the thing in the back of your throat?
That's a uvula.
That's what it is. I said it wrong.
Yeah.
Did I say vulva?
Yeah. Oh, vulva's like vagina.
No, that's not it.
Like, damn, they chopped that shit up.
It's the uvulae. Sorry. Wow, I fucked that up. Here we go. Okay. So here is his quote on October 31st. I don't know what day he made the quote, but that's where they placed it in the book. I have a collection of shrunken heads.
Okay.
And here is a picture. He's this one. Oh, nope. I'm going backwards. That one.
There you go.
I'm looking in the camera trying to figure out which way is.
So it's a hat. Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Why does his head look like that?
Well, he kind of looks like an old fisherman dude, you know? Like he
looks out of sorts.
Like he just goes out there all day and catches fish and then comes home and smokes and drinks a lot.
People.
To what?
Catches people.
Catches people.
And shrinks their
Fishing
heads.
for people.
Mm-hmm. All right.
The head shrinking process.
Kirsten, would you like to pick a date?
Yes. Do June 12th.
June 12th. All right. Here we go. This is an old one. Okay. Frederick Moores.
Okay.
Nickname, Herr Doctor.
Herr Doctor.
That means he's German.
Okay.
8 killings in New York, and he was active in 1914 and 15.
Oh, that's really old.
Yes. Fun fact, when questioned by police, Moores readily and calmly admitted to killing 8 patients that had recently died at a nursing home where he was employed.
What the fuck?
Now, here's his quote. But if old people are without friends or relatives and can't take care of themselves, they certainly are better off dead. What's the use of suffering all of the time without a chance of improving? I killed these people and I believe I did the right thing. With his little creepy ass. Let's see here. That is him right there. If you guys want to see.
This is a very old picture.
Very old, blurry. Okay, let me write that one down. June 12th.
That guy's just a Debbie Downer, man.
Yeah.
For real. He's not even smiling in the picture. But they didn't smile back then. You know?
Yeah.
And those pictures are all.
Yeah, to stay still.
Like studious.
Well, it took 20 minutes for the freaking aperture to open and close. I don't even know if I'm using that correct.
The aperture.
I couldn't tell you.
All right. Kirsten, did you just pick that one? Chandler?
Let's go with October 7th. That's my birthday.
I figured that would be the first one you'd pick. So.
I thought about it.
I did too, but I didn't want to be all extra and shit.
No, I would pick mine. Let's see here. Okay. October 7th. And this guy, Henry Lee Lucas, he has a documentary on, I think, Netflix. His nickname was the Confession Killer.
Okay.
He had 3+ killings scattered in the United States. He was active from 1960 to 1983.
Okay.
So you know good and damn well he's got more than 3 killings.
Yeah. Is that the one that did it under the patio? Because I'm watching one right now that's under the patio.
Are you talking about Fred and Rose West?
Fred.
They're in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah, I did an episode on them too.
Yes.
Okay, so Henry Lee Lucas in 1985, this is his fun fact, just a couple years into his incarceration, he attempted to tell his story in a book written for him by a sympathetic author. The book was titled The Hand of Death, the Henry Lee Lucas story. All right, here's this quote. I was death on women. I don't feel they need to exist. I hated them, and I wanted to destroy everyone I could find. I was doing a good job of it. I've killed 360 people in 36 states.
Holy shit.
In 3 different countries.
Jesus, man.
Now, the reason why they call him the Confession Killer, and again, I'm going off my memory, which y'all know is not excellent by any means. I watched this documentary a long time ago, and what they surmised was that he was lying about a lot of the killings.
He just was trying to be like, yeah, my balls are bigger than everybody else's.
Glory, you know. He wanted to
grab him.
Oh my God, sensationalize. Oh my God, he's killed, 300 people and he's saying all this shit. And he's just like, okay, camera's on me.
He was capping.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was capping.
So tell me what that means, because I have zero.
You don't know what cap means? I thought that was like an older.
Did you say cat?
Cap. C-A-P.
Well, cap is like you put a hat on.
No.
Do you do better than somebody else? Is that
no? It means you're lying.
Yeah, it's a lie.
Oh,
That's
I would have.
That's why they walk around no cap, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Not like, hello, sir, I don't have a hat on.
Tipping my hat to you today, fine, sir. I'm capping you, sir.
I thought that was an older one.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Dude, I'm about to be 57.
Yes, it's not 57 old, but it is older.
When do you think I start?
They didn't talk about that in the Stone Age.
Well, when do you think I stopped learning the lingo? Seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably 40s.
By the time you said the wrong thing in the wrong circumstance and your kids laughed at you, that's when you stop.
Amen.
But you know Riz now. I know you know Riz.
Oh, yeah. She taught me Riz. Yeah.
Was it on the podcast?
Probably.
It was either right before.
It was because I was talking about Rism with the tism.
Oh, no. You told me about it long before that. Yeah. When you taught me what that word meant. When one of the kids was getting rizzed up.
Oh, because somebody was trying to rizz Callie up.
Yeah. And you were like,
Callie's
what?
little 8-year-old
And
self.
I was like, what? This sounds terrible. What does this mean? Yeah. It's just too much like jizz. So I'm like, why are 8-year-olds talking about that? Okay. I'm going to pick one.
Okay.
I'm going to go very dark and pick Christmas Day. December.
Who's the lucky one?
Dressed up as Santa.
Let's see.
Krampus.
Krampus. Okay, we did an episode on this guy too. Let me write it down. December 25th. Carl Panzram.
Not the Panzram.
Yep, a nickname, the Jefferson Davis. Don't know why. It doesn't tell me that.
That's his nickname?
Yep.
That's weird.
You know how most of them have...
Like his alias?
No, like monikers that the media gives them.
But that's a weird one.
Jefferson Davis. Maybe he gave it to himself.
The Jefferson Davis.
I don't know. Has 22 killings scattered around the United States, and he was active from 1915 to 1929.
That makes more sense of the nickname.
Fun fact, when arrested for burglary, Panzram told the officers he had killed too many people to worry about something like that. I guess he means being arrested for burglary.
Burglary, yeah.
So his quote is, I had been taught by Christians how to be a hypocrite.
A hypocrite.
And I had learned more about stealing, lying, hating, burning, and killing.
From them.
I guess. Yeah.
Damn.
He doesn't sound like a well-educated man. Mm-mm. But apparently this quote was on December 25th because he brought the word Christians into the court.
So they're like, that's the one.
Okay. All right. I'm going to read the 24th.
Because it looks juicy.
No, because I'm very I don't want to say I like this killer because that just sounds so weird. But
it's okay, though.
Every show.
This is a safe space.
It is a safe space. Every show that comes on, every documentary that comes on about this killer, I watch it.
You tweak out?
Yeah, I do.
Gotcha.
I don't know what that means, but
that means like you get like
I'm like,
oh, they get a new documentary. I'm gonna watch it. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
like that. Like,
so I get excited.
Yes,
it's tweaking.
Tweak. Yeah.
Okay, this is Dennis Rader, also known as the BTK killer.
Yeah.
All right, 10 killings in Kansas. He was active 1974 to 1991. And fun fact, Rader was a president of the church council for Christ Lutheran Church and was a Cub Scout leader.
God, dog.
Yes, he was a bad dude.
What do they call it when they kill somebody in a video game? Is that a kill shot? Or what?
No
what's
scope,
like? What's your
no scope
what's
360?
The score? What do you call it?
Like
your body count?
Like a kill streak or a
kill
KD?
Streak. That's what I was thinking.
A what?
A KD, like a kill death ratio.
Oh. Well, here's his quote.
That was just a random.
Here's his quote. This dude on Christmas Eve, right? I actually think I may be possessed with demons. I was dropped on my head as a kid.
Nice. That's awesome.
Sure, blaming on someone
Dropped
else.
me on my head and they crawled in my ear. Like,
you know, there is a thought process that serial killers have things in common with each other, like bedwetting, abusing animals, head injuries is one of them that a lot of serial killers have.
Knock something loose in there.
I don't know.
The very first podcast I did with you, there was a guy. It was a chessboard one.
Oh yeah. I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
And I can't remember like what part of his brain got injured, but
I feel like we've had stories where someone's been like, they fell off of a swing and then a horse stepped on their head. Like all in like 3 or 4 things happened to their head. So apparently they were destined to be a serial killer.
So protect your head or you're going to be a serial killer.
If you see a kid running around with a helmet, that's just a parent who doesn't want their kid to become a serial killer. Okay. Doesn't mean anything about the child being on the spectrum.
Nothing.
Or anything. Okay, so whose turn is it to pick? Mine. I just did 2.
You can do my birthday.
What's that?
The 27th
of June. We have so many June birthdays. That's right.
I know Harold's, huh?
And Kelsey's. Okay, June 27th. Oh, I went too far. You're a Cancer like me.
Yeah.
June 27th. I know this guy. Let me write it down. Richard Ramirez. Yes. Have you heard of him, Chandler?
No.
Do you have some cool word that you want to throw in here to say somebody you don't know? Do y'all just call them strangers or?
I don't.
Hello, stranger.
Not off the top of my head. There might be one.
Like stranger danger.
There's some I don't even know these days, man.
Oh.
I'm getting there, man.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there with the lingo.
Yeah, I got to watch like reels and shit to keep up with the kids.
That's why you... Okay. Richard Ramirez, nicknamed the Night Stalker.
Okay.
He's killed 14 in California. Active from 1984 to 85. That's about a year, 14 people.
Yeah.
Like he was getting busy.
Going down to the downtown.
Fun fact, there was another serial killer and rapist known as the original Night Stalker who was never apprehended. All right, this guy, I didn't show y'all pictures. I'm sure most people know he's on that side.
Long hair?
Yeah, he's creepy. Like all the shows I've watched, documentaries were with actual pictures of him. He just seems very, I don't know, creepy to me. Anyway, fun fact. Oh, I already told you the fun fact.
Yes.
Here's the quote. As for what was said of my life, there have been lies in the past and there will be lies in the future. I don't believe in the hypocritical, moralistic dogma of this so-called civilized society.
The dogma?
The dogma. Don't ask me.
What the hell?
I know the word, but I don't know the definition of the word. So yeah, he sounds like he was an educated serial killer.
Yeah.
Is that like a big guy? Like, is he known in the serial? No, the guy.
Oh, Richard Ramirez?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, do you mean size-wise big or?
No, like, is he like known?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he a famous?
He is well known.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. I know nothing about. I know probably like 4 of the 5 guys on the cover, and that's like my extent of.
Just know him. The picture of
serial
him.
killing.
I know
language.
who they are.
Okay, Chandler, pick a day of the year.
Let's go with May 4th.
May the 4th be with you. Should we do 420? Just to be funny?
Yeah.
Okay, remind me. Okay, May 4th. I don't think I know this one. John Christie. The Rillington Place Strangler.
Not the Strangler.
The Rillington Place Strangler. And he's from England.
Okay.
He has 8 killings, 8 notches on his belt. He was active from 1943 to 1953. All right, fun fact. John Christie gave a victim a homemade inhaler filled with perfumed water and something more. He modified the inhaler by running a tube in the device to a gas outlet.
What the fuck?
After the victim became dazed, he tied her up, raped and strangled her, then buried her in his garden. And you know, over there they called their backyard their garden.
Yes.
That's what they call it. His quote, let me see if I can do it. My second murder was a really clever murder. Much, much cleverer than the first one. Cleverer.
Or the clever.
All right. That is May the 4th be with you. Now 420.
420. Here we go.
Smoking some weed.
Smoking that doja.
Oh, one of my
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
We do. Eileen Warnos. Haven't heard of her?
I might have.
Oh my God.
What's her surname?
Her nickname?
Yeah.
She doesn't have one.
What? All right.
That's her real name.
All right.
She killed 7 people in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I did an episode on her a long time ago. This will be a personal fun fact. The bar where they apprehended her is near Daytona. Which I visited with Heidi. Heidi and I went to the bar where they captured her. Okay, she was active 1989 and 90. Fun fact, Warnos claimed that all of her victims raped or attempted to rape her, and all her acts were in self-defense. Okay? Here's her quote. They say it's the number of people I killed. I say it's the principle. She's like, you try to rape me, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. What does she look like?
Very scraggly. Let's see here. This is her right there.
Oh, yeah, very scraggly.
You need to Google her.
I will.
She's, I think there was a movie made and Charlize Theron played her. They made her look
scraggly.
Mm-hmm.
Real scraggly.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Who picked last? Chandler?
Yeah.
All right. Kirsten?
Do New Year's Eve.
Okay. That'll be easy. It's in the very back of the book here. Of course, there's like table of contents about the author.
It's just because you said it was going to be easy. Now it's like, fuck you.
All right. Do you want to take a guess who it is? It's one of the people on the cover. Do you want to take a guess?
Dahmer.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Okay. This is Ted Bundy. 33 to 36.
We like him.
Or more killings.
It has to be or more. There's no way that's it.
United States, scattered around, so I don't have exact location. Years active, 1969 to 78, but possibly as early as 1961.
Okay.
Fun fact, At one point, Bundy was a rape crisis volunteer.
Really?
Yep. That is kind of a fun fact there. That's very ironic.
He knew what to do and how to handle it.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was apparently very charming and handsome for that time. I don't particularly find him handsome, but okay. So his quote, what's one less person on the face of the earth anyway?
2.
He didn't give a fuck.
No, he didn't. Not a half of a fuck.
No.
0 fucks.
So I'm going to pick the one on the page,
next page.
On the page opposite before him because it's the BTK killer again.
There you go.
December 30th. Okay, we've already determined his nickname is BTK. He was in Kansas, 1974 to 91. Here's a different fun fact about him.
Okay.
Rader would often wear his victims' underwear. He liked to dress like a lady.
Ladies man.
Dude look like a lady. Yep. He does not look like a lady. Did I show you a picture of him last time?
Yes. No.
He's balding.
No, you didn't. I don't think you showed it. Okay.
That's him right there. And of course, Ted Bundy on the opposite page. Let me tell you his quote. When this monster entered my brain, I will never know, but it is here to stay. How does one cure himself? I can't stop it. The monster goes on and hurts me as well as society. Maybe you can stop him. I can't.
Good luck, motherfuckers.
No shit. All right.
Like I've been fighting with this motherfucker for years, okay? Y'all ain't doing shit on him.
Have y'all ever watched that show? It's called Evil on Netflix.
No, but for some reason that popped up on my Apple Watch a few minutes ago.
They're listening.
Yeah, they are.
I've started watching it. It's a mixture of religion, science, psychology, demons, disproving demons, exorcisms. It's kind of a cool show. Obviously it's a dramatic show.
Yeah.
It's not a documentary.
Yeah. I love a documentary.
I do too.
I don't know why though. That's so.
No, but sometimes I like to get off the documentaries for a little bit and just watch something for entertainment.
It's really hard.
Okay.
It's really hard.
Chandler, pick a day.
Let's go with September 3rd.
9/3. All right. Going to the fall. August, September. I just whacked the microphone. All right. Oh, you got another cover.
Nice.
Killer.
The cover killers.
David Berkowitz. His nickname was Son of Sam.
Mm-hmm.
He killed 6 in New York City. And he killed in 1976 and 77. Do y'all know anything about this guy?
Didn't he say that the other girls killed?
No, he was actually the one that said his next door neighbor's dog spoke to him and told him to do the killings.
I remember that guy now.
Yeah. Fun fact, a book about downstairs neighbor Craig Glassman, who Berkowitz taunted in letters and who died in a car accident in 1991, is titled Off the Wall. Due to a very limited print run, it has become a collector's item currently selling for around $300 on Amazon.
Golly.
Of course, that would be at the time of the printing of this, which I don't know.
You heard Harold.
What? Was he screaming at baseball?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound good.
Oh no, LSU. Well, we're in the SEC playoffs right now, or championship, whatever you call it. Okay, do you want to hear? So that book, if you want to go.
Spend $300 on a book.
Yeah. Or
Run
just
it down.
So apparently maybe Berkowitz, I don't know if he wrote it or if someone like put this information together based on his neighbor in Berkowitz, but $300. I bet you it's gone up.
Oh,
okay,
I'm sure.
His quote: "There is no doubt in my mind that demon, he didn't say a demon, that demon has been living in me since birth." This is the kind of thing that they would like maybe cover on that show Evil. Like someone saying they're possessed. So they would call the church for an exorcism.
That shit freaks me out.
Well, they don't always do them. Like what this show is saying is we send in a team of people. In this case, it's 3 people. One is a psychologist. One is a priest. And the other guy is just like a really nerdy science guy, and he's into computers and all that kind of shit. So the church sends him in to be like, okay, debunk this. Do we really need to do exorcism? Because we'll do an exorcism, right, but we got a waiting list here. So we need you to weed out the real shit. All the
nonsense.
The real shit and the demon, tell us which one's which. And
is this show like Ghost Hunters, or is it like...
It's like a fiction show, like Law and Order. Okay. It's a dramatization drama, it's, but it's good. I'm just saying there, anyway, it makes you question things. Like, of the people on the team, like I said, one's a priest, one's atheist, one's agnostic. So it's not just, this whole thing isn't just about...
It's a bunch of different,
philosophies, theories, thought processes. Yeah. It's kind of cool. All right. Who picked that one? Chandler. Okay, so Krystin, where you want to go? Summertime, wintertime? What you want to do?
Do April 1st.
April Fool's Day. I wonder what fool will
for
be.
All the fools.
What fool do you think will be on April 1st? Okay, there's no picture.
So he's a real ass fool.
There is no picture. Joe Fisher, nicknamed Crazy Joe Fisher. They had crazy, nothing creative about that. Tammy. Oh, we're going to call her Crazy Tammy. Killings. 2 to 40 plus.
What?
Could we narrow that down a little bit?
That's crazy.
He killed all over the United States and possibly in China. He was active from 1959 to 1979.
Long time and to kill 2 people.
His fun fact is that Fisher claimed he killed well over 100 people. So, yeah, that's 20 years.
But if you claim you killed that many people, but give me some evidence then, bro. Like, if you're only...
He's Crazy Joe Fisher. Maybe just half of that,
All those bodies in Eden, we got a picture, man.
Right.
Let me show you the picture.
Oh, we got a picture?
Well, it's just a little someone's head getting chopped off.
Ooh.
Just a little, yeah. Okay, so you want to know his quote?
That must have been how they killed him.
No, in the 70s, they wouldn't cut your head off. You could be killed by electric chair. You could, I don't think they have.
70s.
Yeah. It was 59 to 79. Okay, here's his quote. I just enjoyed killing people. Or them, sorry. I just enjoyed killing them. And the killing has a little apostrophe. It's not killing, it's killing.
That is something Crazy Joe would say.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, right?
Crazy Joe.
Just putting fucking apostrophes at the end of words and taking the G off and shit.
Being all cool and
he's
shit.
He's a crazy motherfucker. So also in this book, I just noticed at the beginning of each month, there is this one I'm looking at is April, and it's April's featured serial killer is Carl Panzram. And then it gives you just like a little page and a half story on him. Yeah. So
each chapter has the bigger.
Well, let's see. February. Yep. Edmund Kemper.
Okay.
Let me see if I can let's see. June's featured serial killer is John Wayne Gacy.
All right.
You know that name?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what, we've had this trivia on the show before.
Yeah.
What was his, what he did for fun on the side occupation? Like, not his real occupation.
Wasn't he a clown?
Yes, he was.
Good job.
Whose name was Pogo, I think.
Pogo the clown.
Yes, that was his clown name. Freaking dick, eh? Okay, Chandler. Did you pick that one? No.
No.
Well, wait, which one did we just do?
April 1st.
Okay, I didn't write it down. Ooh, I hope I didn't stop keeping track. Okay.
Let's do September 21st.
Is that a special day for you?
So the 21st night of September.
Oh. Do you remember?
Yeah.
The 21st? Okay. Oh, Ted Bundy.
Didn't you just get Ted Bundy?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, this is spooky shit. Okay. Ted Bundy, we know, over 36 killings, possibly United States. Okay. Fun fact. Bundy is probably responsible for the murder of an 8-year-old girl who disappeared when he was a 15-year-old paper boy.
Oh.
She was known to follow Bundy around like a puppy.
She was love struck.
So maybe he did start
raising him up early on.
Yes, indeed. All right, here's his quote for September 21st. What alcohol did in conjunction with exposure to pornography is alcohol reduced my inhibitions at the same time the fantasy life that was fueled by pornography eroded them further. So he's blaming all his shit on alcohol and porn.
On them dirty magazines he was looking at.
Yes, girl, because you know they didn't have no free porn on the internet.
That old, are you 21 years old? They could just walk in their dad's bathroom and be like, ooh, what do we got this month?
Okay, so I don't really know when they stopped making porn magazines, but I remember, like, when you're a kid, you go into the convenience store, the gas station. You know how usually behind the cashier, there's cigarettes? Mm-hmm. There was also a place for the dirty magazines right there.
They just had them up.
Clear as crystal.
But here, no, it wasn't clear as crystal. Like, so say this is the dirty magazine and the girl's on the cover, right? So you could see the girl's face, and then they have like a plastic where they stack the magazines, a plastic blocker.
Oh,
so you couldn't see the naked part of the girl, but her face was telling the whole story.
If you were going in there for that, you knew.
Well,
behind the counter,
her face was telling the whole story. Up. Yeah, they had Playgirl, Playboy, Hustler, Penthouse. Men used to say as a joke about Playboy, I get it for the articles.
Yeah, right.
That was the joke. All right. So Chandler picked that one from the song. Who sings it? Do you know?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I was going to guess Earth, Wind, and Fire. All right, my dear. Would you like to pick a song-related date of the year?
Oh, a song-related.
We're changing up the fucking...
That's a hard rule for me.
No, you don't have to do that. But you like to sing.
I know. My brain is off today.
No problem. Pick a date.
Do February 28th.
I thought you were going to say, Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Dude Looks Like a Lady.
And I was like, I don't know how that relates to the date, but I like that song. February 28th.
Is there a February 28th?
There is.
Okay, thank God.
And they also have a February 29th.
And that's it.
Well, yeah, because leap year is the 29th.
I know. I was just making sure I was saying the right thing instead of, I know February was iffy.
We're going to do both.
On the dates.
We're going to do both. 28th and 29th.
All right.
So let me jot it down. 2, 28, and 29. Okay, you got on the 28th, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dun, dun, dun.
He had 2 nicknames, the Milwaukee Cannibal and the Milwaukee Monster. 17 killings in Wisconsin. And this is quite a long time, from 1978 to 1991.
He was doing it on the low, bro.
Yes.
He was just sleuthing on by.
I mean, think about it. That's a pretty long time.
Because he was already weird as fuck.
Yeah. So fun fact, the graphic novel My Friend Dahmer is written by one of Dahmer's high school friends. Oh. So he wrote a comic book about him. I'm assuming that's what a graphic novel is. Isn't that a comic book?
I don't read. I can't even read pictures.
Fuck you. You read everything. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't read.
This quote is gross. Do you want to hear it? For February 28th?
Sure.
From Jeffrey Dahmer?
Sure.
I only ate the biceps. It takes me an hour to boil a guy's head. I guess he meant he didn't get to
That's sarcasm.
His making that hoghead cheese takes a while. I do love some hoghead cheese. No, it's so good on crackers. Okay, anyway. I'm not like talking human. It's hoghead cheese, like not human head cheese.
But biceps made you think of hoghead cheese. And
no, because it said it took him an hour to boil a guy's head. And I imagine that's part of the process of making hoghead cheese. But you boil a pig's head.
That still sounds not fun.
Okay. All right. So February 29th, if it's a leap year. Here we go. Dennis Nielsen did a story on him. His nickname was the Kindly Killer.
Oh.
He killed 15. I guess very kindly and gently.
Nice and sweetly.
I'm pretty sure
That's so not kind.
Right. I'm pretty sure I did a story on him. He did it in England. Cheerio, pip, pip.
Pip, pip, cheerio.
1978 to 1983 is when he committed his murders. Fun fact, Dennis Nielsen adored his grandmother.
Yeah, but what about his mama? You didn't have no mama?
I don't know. Okay, his quote, I saw him at peace in my armchair. I remember wishing he could stay in peace like that forever. I had a feeling of easing his burden with my strength. I guess maybe that's someone he killed.
Kindly.
Maybe like his dad, because he was sitting in Dennis's armchair. So somebody he knew, because he killed him in there. Sounds like in his armchair. All right.
I guess that's as kind as you can get for.
I mean,
I don't. Well,
I mean, I feel
kill
like
him in the armchair.
Kill me if you want to kill me kindly. Kill me quickly. Don't drag it out.
Don't be killing me softly.
No, be killing me softly with your words. No, I want you to just
just hurry up.
Fucking put a bullet in my head.
Get it done.
Get it done. Yeah.
Yeah. None of that extra shit. Don't coddle me and shit. Just hand it out.
That's what
if this is what we're doing, just fucking hurry up with it.
That's what killers are known for.
That's how I feel like I would be.
Coddling and shit.
If I was in a situation like that, I'd be like, all right, listen, I know where you're going to get to, eventually. So can we just, come on.
Yeah.
Get it done. I'd rather not deal with you for much longer.
I'd have to be completely completely tied up with no way of escaping for me to get to that point.
If I knew I was doomed, that's where I'd be like, where's the gun? I'll do it.
Okay. As fans of true crime, and Chandler, you can comment on this if you want, but I doubt it pertains to you because I know you just basically fell into this because your mom has this crazy hobby. But as a fan of true crime, I have often imagined myself in a situation
all the time
where I'm being attacked or somebody's got me from behind or someone comes up to my car, and I play the whole scenario out.
What the fuck am I going to do?
I'm going to kick and kick and kick until, the dude doesn't have a dick anymore.
Bite it off.
Do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
He may kill me because he's stronger, but he's going to be hurt when I'm done with him.
Yep.
But the older I get, the harder that scenario seems.
You feel more vulnerable?
I do.
Hey, when you move to a walker, that's a weapon you can just carry.
That's true.
And a cane.
But if I can't fucking swing it without falling over.
It's okay. One swing is all you need.
Take him out at the knees.
Yeah, one hard swing.
Yeah. So, it's kind of weird feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
Your mortality and your thing. Because when you're young, you're just like, I'm invincible.
Yeah, I'll fuck them up.
Chandler, do you ever think about getting in situations where someone's mugging you or anything like that?
Not really.
Yeah, because he's a dude.
Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me.
Ain't nobody fucking with him. All right. Did somebody pick a date and I forgot? We were on February.
That's you.
Chandler, it's you now.
Let's go with, I don't know, November 3rd, I guess.
Okay. You know what's funny?
It feels weird picking just random dates. You're like, what the fuck?
November 3rd was Granny's birthday.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
That's very strange that you picked that date out of all the...
I hope it's a good one.
All right, let's see. Mom, help us get a good one here.
It's going to be Ted Bundy again.
No.
I would die.
I don't know this one.
Well, that worked out.
I know the English chap.
All right.
George Joseph Smith. Maybe he pronounces it Smythe. I don't know.
Or Smitherton.
His nickname, Brides in the Bath Murderer.
How many brides did you have that you could put them all in the fucking bath?
Well, maybe he went to you know how girls today, when they get married, they have that whole bridal suite thing before, and they're in a 3-bedroom house or something, and all of them are getting ready there. Maybe they did that back in 1912, and he just went around the bridal party suites looking in the windows and killing brides in the bath. Was that too far?
That was okay.
That's going to be exactly what he did.
I lost y'all.
You went there.
So 1912 to 1915, 3 killings. Fun fact, all 3 of his victims were initially thought to have drowned in their bathtubs because of fainting or having a fit.
I love when they say having a fit.
Fuck me.
That shit cuts me up.
Okay, so Chandler, I'm going to tell you some this is some old school shit right here, having a fit, okay? Back when this happened, early 1900s, women weren't supposed to fucking have
nothing.
You were just
keep sweet and be calm.
Thank you.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Yes. Keep sweet, pray.
And obey.
Obey. Yeah. That's basically what you're supposed to do. So if a woman actually had a mind of her own and spoke it.
Off the rails.
Impossible.
She was having a fit.
Yes.
And sometimes you may be asked if a fever accompanied that fit you were having. Yes. Because when I was a little kid, when I would do something bratty, my grandmother would say, do you have fever with those spells?
Yeah.
So they would also call them spells. Like when a woman was like not being what a lady should be, she was having a spell.
Altered reality.
Yeah.
Now we're like way out of orbit with the fits.
What you mean?
Like if somebody came to you and said you're having a fit, do you have fever when you're mad?
Oh, no. The worst for me has always been, are you on your period?
Oh,
fuck you. I will kill you. I will cut you.
Now that you mention it, I'll remember that when I am.
That is
you
when
will die.
Someone asks me that. Well, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm too old. But okay, anyway. Do you want to know his quote?
Yes.
When they're dead, they're dead.
Dead ass.
That's it.
Dude.
He's a man of few words.
That reminds me of, there's a city, or it's not even it's like a village on the way up to Ruston. And it's called Dry Prong.
Oh, yes. I've heard of Dry Prong.
And their quote, like when you drive through, they have a small little sign, like it's smaller than a stop sign. And it says, if you lived here, you'd be home now.
That makes me want to move to Dry Prong.
Yeah.
I'd live in Dry Prong. It looks pretty cozy.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the speed limit through the town? 10?
Pretty much. I think it's like 30 or something like that.
Yes. All right.
I'd just be walking everywhere.
Well, that was Granny's birthday killer, November. Oh, you know what? I read the wrong one to you.
Oh.
You said November 3rd. I read November 2nd. So
all right,
here's November 3rd. This one is long, y'all. Okay. God, I thought it was going to be on the next page. I don't think I know this guy. Daniel Barbosa, a.k.a. Manuel Solis, Beast of the Mangroves.
What?
So he had a couple different nicknames.
That's like I'm watching Game of Thrones right now. It sounds like a title one of the kings would have.
So he was in Colombia, Ecuador. So he killed between 72 and 150 people.
Golly.
He was active from...
We should know who he is. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should do a story on him. Daniel Barbosa. He was active from 1974 to 1986.
Okay.
Fun fact. In 1984, Barbosa made a daring ocean escape in an old rowboat from Gorganga prison known as the Colombian Alcatraz.
Oh.
Where he was imprisoned for raping and killing a 9-year-old girl. Unable to find the boat, authorities declared that he had sunk and been eaten by sharks. Instead, he made it to Ecuador, where he immediately began another killing spree.
Oh my God.
Raping and murdering at least 71 girls over the next 2 years while living on the streets as a homeless man.
How in the fuck?
Okay, his quote. Now I have to preface it because if I just read the quote, it's not going to make any sense. He's describing why he favored young virgin girls as victims. In this quote. Because they cried.
Brother.
Yeah. Here's this asshole.
What a dick bag. Old fucking ugly ass.
Well, he posed as a homeless man to get his...
Look, his head looks dented. It looks like he was dropped on his head.
Oh, it does. I'm going to write this name down because this kind of sounds familiar to me. Daniel Camargo Barbosa.
If anybody would have done that story, I feel like that would have been one that...
The reason why I feel like it sounds familiar is because I remember doing a story and it was in a southern country. It could have been, somewhere in South America. I don't know. But the guy would get little girls to like help him because he was homeless. He'd be like, could you show me where blah, blah, blah is? And they would follow him and he would kind of befriend them. And then he would just take them and go off and do shit to them.
They're like, we're helping this old man.
Yeah.
When was that?
The year 74 to 86. So, okay. I think I'm going to stop there, guys.
All right.
What do you think?
Sounds good.
How did you like that flying by the seat of my pants?
That was good.
That was fun.
Episode.
Good.
All right. So, guys, thank you for joining us. And if you would like to support the show, please go to patreon.com/grits. That's Patreon/grits. Go to Facebook. We got 2 pages there, a page and a group. Grits Group, Family, Friends, and Fans, The Effers. We're on YouTube. We're over 900. I know we're in the 900s for subscribers, so we're getting close. Again, get your mama and them to subscribe.
Your bestie, your pookie,
your coworkers, all of them. I'm also I've gotten a lot of messages this past week and comments on YouTube and things like that.
927.
Ooh, 927. Mm-hmm. We're so close.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a lot of comments and stuff from people that I want to read. So
okay. Cool.
Maybe next episode, after you're done telling your story, I can read some of those.
Cool.
All right. We love y'all. Is that it, everybody?
That's all I got.
That's it.
All right. We love y'all. Tell your mom and them to listen. And we're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.
Bye.